is Larry Flint. An article he did editorial in April of '84. I had written a medical malpractice book in '76 to '80 when I had antifreeze put in me on April Fool Day of '80, because after all, this has all been one big American joke, if they could do it and get away with it. And it's been 75 years, so yeah, they got away with it. I was doing the book on medical malpractice. Larry McDonald, the U.S. Congressman, doctor from Atlanta, whose plane later went down August 31st of '83, shot down by the Russian MiG when it veered into their airspace. It was a KAL Korean passenger plane. All aboard died. And I will put this in. It was en route from Juneau, Alaska to Seoul, South Korea. And Nixon, former President Nixon, was on that plane. He was taken off in Juneau, so they had to have known it was going down. My point is that I had the antifreeze put in me. I was flown to Flint's when Larry McDonald's plane went down, and Mr. Flint was shot in Lawrenceville. And the person, while I was doing the book, maybe I said that, I don't want to be redundant here, so much is still being done to me, and I'm, after all, 75, 76 years old, and I can't remember a moment of it that wasn't a living hell. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace and brought over to this country in '41, Moulton, Alabama, given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married a Childers. Both twins, Carl Preston Dempsey, they were born out of wedlock, were killed by their mother, Lina Dempsey, and the family covered it up, and it was nothing short of a pigsty. I mean, it was a horror, if you call it a house. But anyway, this is where they dropped me off, and my uncle, illegal George VI, part of the Illuminati, the New World Order, Freemasons were part of it, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bilderbergers. Joe Kennedy was ambassador. He was put there by Roosevelt, and here they're having a get-to the year I was born. This is George illegal, brother, uncle. This is his wife, known as the Queen Mom, which is a lie. This is Elizabeth Bowes, Elizabeth, who's illegal. Monarch, she's not. This is her mother. And she was kin to the Rothschilds, so that was the end. My mom is Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, an American. This is George O'Keefe, my aunt, so you won't see a picture of my mom. This is my father, Edward VIII, illegally forced down, 99-year seal put on it. And I'm in a hurry. I want to get this on this tape. This is the double that married Wallace Simpson, an imposter. They became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. Stole my father's and mother's identity, really. And this woman is illegal. She joined forces in helping take down Great Britain. She's an illegal monarch. She's not the monarch. She's using my money. She's a traitor. This is Charles. And this is a whole bunch that's living off of my money and Great Britain's, and they should be before a world court, except the people that kidnapped me, that they helped to kidnap me, the Jews, the Freemasons, the Kennedys, on the medias, Rockefeller Plaza in New York, they're the ones that kidnapped me. But I wanted to go to Larry Flint, back to Larry Flint. Back then, if the truth is ever before a court of law, where everybody has to listen to it and it's told because it happened. They've done every inconceivable sick act to me and my sons here in this country, and I don't know where my sons Mark and Scott, who are heirs after me, the legitimate heirs. I'm Victoria II. My dad was Edward VIII. I've said that. Now I wanted to go. I was flown out to Flint's because the person was programmed to shoot him in Lawrenceville when I was doing the book in Marietta, and he was shot in March of the 6th of '78, And I was writing about mind control murders and Larry McDonald, the Dr. Congressman. Now, I wanted, before I get redundant again, and the tape goes off, Mr. Flint said I knew about who was responsible for his shooting. And this was April of '84. I was flown out during that campaign twice in October of '83. I found out about my kidnapping in '83 and my real name and all. Now then, Mr. Flint wore the diaper back in, I believe it was before, a little after, and I never saw Mr. Flint again, but he did furnish me a car. It was leased for a year, from '83 to '84. What I want to say is Larry Flint wore the American flag as a diaper, and he's in a wheelchair, and he was shot, and his attorney killed in Lawrenceville. Now that he's paralyzed, and I'm going to go to another one real quick that was mind control murder like these. Was Superman, Reeves, that was paralyzed when he fell off a horse near Roanoke, where I'm at and have been tried to be since '86. He was flown off, so Christopher Reeves, and then his wife died of cancer. So if you ever go back and read what I've written about, you'll understand. But anyway, Larry Flint wore the diaper, and he's paralyzed, but he wore the diaper. And it says here, the American flag. Now, my point, if I can get it in here, is I'm the monarch, legitimate. I'm a human being. I've been treated like the scum of the earth, the worst criminal on the face of this planet. I did nothing, but I was born and overly caring for people. And thank God I haven't lost that ability. I've just learned better who is the good guy and who's the bad, all right? And by the way, if it weren't for the British and Germans and a few Americans, I'd be dead. I've been in hell. Every crime you talk about, Larry Flint wearing a diaper and desecrating the flag, you kidnapped a monarch, and what you've done to me and laughed in my face, and the fact that it's never been solved, it's still going on, says how you desecrated me, a monarch and a human being. But I wanted to get this. Larry Flint opened up a casino recently, 2000. And it's talking about here the point, well, they say every bad thing in the book about him, but they're talking about he's accepted by the civic leaders and the mayor and all this where it opened up. They're not going to show any naked girls. Now then, I want to go to this before it goes off. This is just one thing, and I've put it on other videos and Facebook. This is where I've had to live. I've tried to leave and had to come back in Roanoke Travel. This man got wealthy, he and the Patels. There's a lot of others, but this one specifically I want to tell about at this moment. This is Sonny Shaw. This is the people that when he opened another motel, they own everything around Travel, the Patels and Shaws from India. They came here, I believe, about '92 when I started living on the Appalachian Trail, which is right here. And I'll say this. I've been in Bob Goodlatte's office, Congressman. John Edwards, the Virginia State Senator, knows all. I've been in his office. He knows about my kidnapping. Bob Goodlatte, now U.S. Congressman, he's over the Intelligence Committee and National Security Committee. I've been in their office. They totally know. You know, they wouldn't give me the time of day. And look at this. I have been lived on the trail just to have a place to be because people don't like what I'm saying. They want me to salute the American flag. Yay for Larry Flint.